During our at-home movie night, my boyfriend nodded off on the couch with his phone unlocked. Notifications kept popping up from work project. Already miss your touch, and last night was incredible. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. We'd been together 3 years and had just put money down on a house. Heart pounding, I set his phone back exactly where it was and tucked a blanket over him like nothing was wrong. Yesterday, my phone lit up with 51 texts that grew more frantic by the hour. Harrison and I have been together a full 3 years. We literally put a deposit on a charming craftsman in the suburbs last week. We'd even chosen baby names. We shared a Costco card, which, for millennials, is practically a marriage certificate, LMAO. Fridays are our standing movie night. We've done it since month 2. We alternate picks, make fancy popcorn, yes, nutritional yeast and all, and decompress from the week. Honestly, it's been my favorite ritual. This Friday was his pick, a snoozy crypto documentary. No shade to crypto folks, it's just not for me. About 45 minutes in, he was out cold on the couch, unsurprising since he said he'd been grinding late on a major work project. I was about to nudge him toward bed when his phone lit up on the coffee table, then lit up again. And again. His phone wasn't locked. The previews were right there from a contact saved as work project with an emoji. I thought it was nothing until I read, already miss your touch, then, last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. My stomach dropped. I couldn't breathe. It felt like a gut punch followed by a free fall. 3 years. 3 years of plans, promises, I love yous, and you're my person. Was any of it real? I did what I swore I'd never do. I picked up his phone and skimmed the thread. Yes, I know. Privacy. But my gut said I needed facts. And the facts were ugly. This wasn't harmless flirting. There were hotel arrangements, explicit messages, and photos I wish I could erase from my brain. From the timestamps, it's been at least 2 months. There were messages about me, how he was managing the situation, and figuring things out while not wanting to hurt me. As if the months of cheating weren't already doing that. The audacity. I wanted to scream, hurl his phone at the window, shake him awake and demand answers. But a colder, more strategic part of me said, wait. So I set the phone back, tucked the throw over him like the doting girlfriend, and went to the bathroom to have the quietest panic attack of my life. Edit. I didn't confront him that night. I needed time to process and plan. I lay there pretending to sleep while my brain sprinted. Who is she? How long has this really been happening? Are the late nights just lies? What about the house? That deposit is most of my savings. Morning felt surreal. Harrison kissed my forehead, acted normal, made breakfast, and chatted about paint swatches. I'm no actress, but that day I deserved an award for smiling and nodding while my world collapsed. The minute he left for his Saturday gym session, which I now realize was probably a meetup with work project, I called my best friend, Sally. She arrived immediately. For 3 hours we reconstructed everything I'd seen. She suggested we dig. We share a household credit card, so we logged in. Dinners at restaurants I'd never visited. Uber charges at weird hours. Even a hotel bill from last weekend, when he said he was traveling for work. I felt physically ill. The more we checked, the more it all lined up. The late nights, work emergencies, the sudden Dior cologne, the new laptop passwords. It all clicked. Here's where I need advice, Reddit. I don't want a confrontation he can spin or minimize. I don't want to slink away while he tells people it just wasn't working. I want him to grasp exactly what he's torched, to feel even a fraction of the earthquake he unleashed in me. Sally says collect more proof before I confront him. Keep things normal while I map the next step. So yesterday, I played perfect partner. Cooked his favorite dinner. Didn't question the grinning at his phone texting, now I knew who it was. Even initiated intimacy, which made me feel sick, but I kept the mask on. This morning, I casually mentioned a work trip next weekend. He perked up instantly. He tried to hide it, but I could see the gears turning. Alone time at the apartment. Confirmation received. I'll go on that trip. In reality, I'll stay at Sally's across town. I'm sure he'll invite work project over. When he does, that's when I act. I'm not usually vengeful, but something snapped. 3 years, my savings, my trust. I refuse to walk away with nothing while he keeps the cake and the fork. Edit. Yes, I've saved screenshots of everything, including statements. And no, I'm not doing anything illegal. I want consequences, not crimes. Edit 2. The house money, we haven't closed. It's in escrow. I've already spoken with a lawyer. I'm protecting myself. Edit 3. Some say I'm manipulative for not confronting him yet. Maybe. But after 3 years with someone living a double life, I need closure on my terms. First update. Thank you for all the kind words on my last post. I genuinely cried, in a good way. Lots asked for an update, so here's the next chapter of this truly wild ride. After Cody, Ryan's coworker, told me my boyfriend was essentially LARPing a different career at work, I spent days in that post-breakup fog, sobbing into ice cream, doom-scrolling old photos, questioning what was real. My place looked wrecked. Dishes, laundry, a small mountain of DoorDash bags because cooking felt impossible. The worst was catching myself about to text Ryan a meme, then remembering. It felt like being dumped again and again. My brain looped. Did that really happen? How did I miss it? I avoided socials until Wednesday, then caved. Of course, gym selfie, level up, know your worth. The nerve. I nearly launched my phone. Vanessa arrived with takeout and found me burrito wrapped in my comforter. She fed me real food, listened on repeat, never once said I told you so, even though she suspected him. She showed me texts with Cody. More tea. Ryan told coworkers he dumped me because I was clingy and marriage-obsessed. Sir, I didn't have the Pinterest board titled Future Home Ideas. He did? Work research, sure. Then the kicker. He wasn't just fluffing his title. He was on probation for stealing credit and close to being fired. Those late nights were damage control. The business trips never happened. Then, Tina, Ryan's mom, called. I almost let it ring out, but answered. She's always been lovely, remembers my birthday, asks about my life. She wondered if we were okay. Apparently Ryan told them we had a little tiff, but we're fine. A little tiff? He humiliated me publicly, dumped me, and stuck me with a massive bill. I kept it vague, said we needed space, didn't want to drag her in. Then she mentioned his birthday dinner Saturday and how excited everyone was to see me. I nearly choked. He told them we were still together and had big news. Vanessa just stared. Delusional or compulsive liar? Either could fit. We made a plan. I wouldn't ghost his family. They've been kind and deserve the truth. And I wouldn't cause a scene. I'd go and let the truth surface. I met Cody for coffee the next day. Awkward in theory, but he was great. He confirmed everything and added details. Ryan's team was him, plus 2 interns. The major presentation. He ran the slides while the boss spoke. Cody said Ryan's stories about me always felt off. Ryan had called me high maintenance, when in reality I'd been covering most dates because he claimed to be between paychecks, translation, bad with money. Mid-latte. Cody got a text. Could he come in Saturday night for an emergency project? He was bummed, had plans. Light bulb. What if he needed to drop something off to Ryan during the birthday dinner? As we sorted logistics, Ryan finally texted me. We need to talk about what happened. I might have overreacted. Might have? Cody almost spit coffee. Overreacting is snapping over tardiness, not public cruelty plus a 300+ bill. I left him on read. 2 days of prep. I combed texts, fake conferences, invented colleagues, event photos pulled from the company's site. Friday, Vanessa helped pick an outfit. Tempting to go full glam out of spite. But we landed on a simple black dress, the one he once labeled average, which I now realize was his way of dulling compliments. I barely slept. What if this backfired? What if they took his side? By Saturday, I'd chewed my nails to nubs. At noon, another text. Can't wait to see you. Dress nice. My parents are excited. I ignored him. I got ready. Half dread, half steel. At 5:30, I drove over. Pulled over once to stop my hands shaking. Did the breathing exercise from that meditation app I never use. Should I just block him and move on? Then I pictured him spinning a new narrative. My spine straightened. At 6:15 I walked in, fashionably late, which he hates. The house smelled like Tina's famous pot roast. I do like his family, that stung. I turned the corner. There's Ryan, mid-laugh, then frozen. Panic flicker, fake smile, stiff hug, hissed. You actually came. We need to talk, privately. I replied clearly, wouldn't miss your birthday, especially after you told everyone we had big news. Color gone. Tina clapped. Sister arched a brow. Dad joked about grandkids. He tried steering me away. Mom called everyone to dinner. We sat. My phone buzzed. Cody. On my way, 15 mini. Ryan whispered. Why are you here, after the restaurant? I said, cheerfully audible. Oh, I wouldn't miss telling your family how that dinner went. They'll love the story. The fear in his eyes? Worth every nerve. Game on. Second update. My hands are shaking as I type. The last 72 hours wrecked me, and were more satisfying than I imagined. Picking up where we left off, Thursday, I kissed Harrison goodbye with my bag for the Denver conference. He carried it to the car, said he'd miss me, that he'd be catching up on work. The man lies with a straight face like it's an Olympic sport. I looped the block. Waited 20 minutes, then went to Sally's. We set up Command Central, snacks, and enough wine to get through it. While we waited, I finished the logistics, sent a notarized letter to escrow to withdraw from the house, moved my share of joint savings to my new account, initiated medical record transfers, changed all passwords and recovery emails, and removed myself from our credit cards. Around 7:30, the doorbell cam pinged. Dina arrived in a stunning dress with an overnight bag and wine. He kissed her on the doorstep. In our doorway, something inside me flipped. Sally said my face hardened, sadness gone. I opened the doorbell app and hit record. The kiss, them stepping inside. Their conversation about how nice it was to have the place to themselves. The audio was crystal. You can hear him say he's excited for a Harrison and Dina weekend without worrying about me. I saved it and opened the app on my laptop to keep recording balcony moments, food delivery, the works. That night, I got bolder. I set my old phone on our wraparound balcony, angled at the bedroom window he never fully closes. With Sally's brother spotting from the fire escape, I placed it to catch the gap, then left. Morning, I went back while he was at work. I had 3 hours to clear what mattered. Sally and her brothers helped. I took only what was indisputably mine: clothes, personal items, heirlooms, a few pieces I'd brought. I left joint buys. I didn't want things, I wanted out. Final sweep: her brush and makeup on my vanity, 2 wine glasses in the sink, the bedroom. Obvious evidence. I left my key and a few printed receipts. Text screenshots, credit card charges. Enough to show I wasn't naive. I kept the recordings. Then I blocked him everywhere: phone, email, socials, even Venmo, and told friends, family we'd split. No details. Please give me space. I expected triumph. I felt hollow. 3 years of plans, jokes, routines, cleared out in a morning. I cried all the way to Sally's. Then the emails hit my work inbox, the one place I forgot to block. 12:34 p.m. Gloria, where are you? Came home for lunch. Your things are gone. Call me ASAP. 12:46 p.m. I saw the papers. It's not what you think. Please call. 1:03 p.m. I know I messed up, but we can fix this. Don't toss 3 years over a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? That's what we call months of sleeping with a coworker while house shopping with me? The tone yo-yoed between apologies and accusations that I invaded privacy and acted rashly. When email failed, he started appearing where he thought I'd be: my cafe, my parents, Sally's. He even caused a scene at my job. My boss nearly called security. The audacity flipped my switch. So I did it. Compiled a private link with the doorbell and balcony recordings, pristine audio and all, and sent it to his parents. Maybe that sounds harsh, but he was about to buy a house with me while carrying on an affair, and they helped with the deposit. They deserved the truth. I didn't rant. I wrote, sharing why Harrison and I won't be purchasing the house. I'm sorry to send this, but you deserve to know. 10 minutes later, I got a flood of texts from a friend's number. I'd ruined his life. How dare I tell his parents? I wasn't finished. I also sent the link to his boss, not as pure revenge, but because the company bans relationships across levels, and they used company time resources. Context: Harrison's recent promotion should have gone to Larry, who's supporting a family. Dina had been championing Harrison. He went on a bender. By 2 a.m., 51 texts from various numbers he borrowed. I love you. You destroyed everything. How could you do this? And my favorite: you can't disappear and expose my private life. What do I tell people? Try the truth. You cheated and got caught. Saturday morning, Dina DM'd me, now blocked. HR had called an emergency meeting. Termination was on the table. She accused me of overreacting. By afternoon, our friend group knew. Some backed me fully. Some thought involving family work was nuclear. A few said I should have exited quietly. But sometimes consequences must be visible. He wasn't only betraying me, he lied to his parents about the house, manipulated workplace dynamics, and planned to continue. Why should I carry it alone? That evening, his mother called. I hadn't blocked her. She wasn't angry. She was shattered. She thanked me for the truth, apologized for her son, and said there'd be serious family talks. After that, I turned my phone off for 24 hours. I needed silence. When I powered back on, there were more pings. Where I am now, still at Sally's, still processing, wavering between certainty and, did I go too far? The building manager says Harrison's clearing his stuff, so I could go back. But I don't know if I want to. That place is heavy with memories. A fresh start sounds better. I'm taking a week off. My boss was kind. I spared the gory details. Escrow confirmed my withdrawal. I'll forfeit some earnest money, but that's cheap compared to being tied to him on the biggest purchase of my life. He's still reaching out through mutuals. No more hear me out. Now it's please stop sharing the videos. And I've learned my lesson. Too late, Harrison. Last update. When I last posted, I'd already gone nuclear. Captured doorbell balcony footage, told his parents and boss, moved out, blocked him, and holed up with Sally. Many asked if we ever spoke face to face. We did, not when or how I expected. Roughly a week after I sent the files, I was journaling at a cafe he'd never pick, too hipster for him. Someone said my name. Harrison stood there, unshaven, dark circles, rumpled clothes, thinner, eyes hollow. A petty part of me felt vindicated. Then the anxiety hit. He asked to sit. I wanted to refuse, but I needed closure, so I nodded. We had the most honest conversation in months, maybe ever. He said the affair just happened, flirting, post-meeting drinks, then more. He didn't mean for it, was stressed about the house, still loved me, and got swept up. Then he brought up the recordings. Shockingly, no anger. After the humiliation, he decided he deserved it. His parents gave him the disappointment talk of a lifetime, made him repay their share of the deposit, and told him to grow up. Work put him on probation and removed him from Dina's org. Larry, the coworker who should have gotten Harrison's promotion, is now up for advancement. I asked one question. If I hadn't discovered everything, and if I hadn't exposed it, how long would you have kept lying? He couldn't answer. That spoke volumes. I told him I appreciated the honesty, but it was too late. He hadn't only cheated, he stole my time, trust, and reality. While he was figuring things out, I was planning a future on already broken promises. I told him I forgive him, for me, because carrying rage hurts me most. He looked stunned, like he'd armed himself for anger and had no defense against grace. I left. It felt like closing a book I never wanted to read. No, we didn't reconcile. Forgiveness is not reunion. The following weeks were logistics. I found a cozy studio and decorated it exactly how I like. I untangled the house finances, lost some earnest money, saved most of my investment. I started therapy twice a week, best call, and leaned on friends who showed up. Dina messaged a couple months later, after HR wrapped and the office drama peaked. She transferred back to Chicago. She said Harrison lied to her too, claimed we were basically over and just staying together for financial reasons until closing. She apologized and wished me well. We're not friends, but there's no bad blood left. As for Harrison, mutuals, I don't ask, people volunteer, say he transferred to the Seattle office. Even post-probation, the workplace was tense with everyone knowing. His boss gave him a choice, transfer or search. He moved. His parents still check in sometimes. After the shock, they kept a relationship with me separate from him. His mom even sent a birthday box, cookies, and a note saying I'm still family to her. The almost house sold last month. I drove by, saw a moving truck, and felt pure relief that it isn't my mortgage, or my mess. Last week, while unpacking the final box, yes, it took 6 months, I found an old card from him. To many more years of adventure together. Months ago, that would have wrecked me. This time, I smiled sadly and tossed it. Do I still have the recordings? Yes, locked away. They did their job. I'm not reopening that wound. Am I fully separated from him? Financially and legally, yes. No shared accounts, no shared debt. Clean break. Do I regret sending the videos to his boss? Maybe a bit. But he leveraged that relationship to climb, while Larry, with 3 kids and a 6th spouse, was sidelined. Sunlight was necessary. To the person who DM'd that I'm damaged goods. Who hurt you? No need to answer. Just do better. I'm not seething anymore. I'm grateful I learned the truth before signing a mortgage with the wrong person. I've got a new place, new routines, therapy, and friends who feel like family. Most importantly, I have myself back.